How do I come across as more confident on a date? I think one of the best ways to come across as more confident on a date is I answered that like a DBQ. I think one of the best ways that you can look more confident is to feel more confident. That's not an answer. I think one of the best ways that you can start feeling more confident is one, like I'm telling you, if you sit up straighter, you will automatically feel more confident. I really do. If you push your shoulders back, I also think there are things you can do before the date. Like if you shower, if you shave, if you put on an outfit that you feel really good in, like I think all of those things will make you feel more confident. I think if you have a couple questions in your back pocket that you can lean on, that if you run out of things to say, or if you feel like the conversation is dwindling or not going anywhere, that you can just be like, hey, like I was curious, like what is your favorite restaurant around here? Or what is your favorite thing to do with your friends? Or what do you like do on the weekends? Or what's your favorite movie you've watched recently? Or what, I don't know, what's your family like? Or where are you from? Or whatnot. Like if you have a couple things that you can lean on, I think that makes you feel more confident and you're not as worried or anxious that the conversation is going to be bad and you're not going to have anything to say. I think also getting off of your phone and making sure you're not on your phone the whole time is a way to be more confident. Like if you decide to be present and in the moment, I think you look more confident, and I think you also feel more confident. Like you don't have a crutch that you're going on your phone, or especially when you get there at first, like you're not, and she walks in and you're on your phone, that kind of catches you off guard and you're like already kind of on your back foot. So if you are off your phone, like from when you get there and you're checking out the menu or you're scanning the restaurant, and you're looking around and you're like already like starting to be present. Like before I record this podcast, I try and like sit here for a second and not be on my phone and scrolling and texting, because that is a separate thing than what I'm trying to do. And I think that same thing applies to a date. Like if you're scrolling or you're doing the Wordle or you're scrolling Instagram or like checking out what your friend said on text, wow, boomer. If you're texting or like, you know what I mean? Like you're not on your front foot, like you're kind of already back. So by being off of your phone, I think that makes you feel more confident. I think letting her speak, or whoever's on the other side of the table speak, and not like forcing any dead space or dead air to be filled by talking is another way to feel more confident. Like if you just let like things like dwindle or let things like live without having to interject or having to like say the next thing right away, and you're kind of just like, oh, okay, like that's cool. And then you kind of like give a breath and give some space. That's another way to look confident or feel confident. I think if you talk to somebody and they take breaks like that and they have like something that they want to say, but they take their time to formulate it and they're not just rushing to get something out, I think that always looks confident. And I think when people talk more slowly, it seems more confident, not to the point where you're like, wow, that is interesting, but to the point where you're kind of like, like that's really cool. I'd love to hear more about that, instead of being like, that's really cool. Like I'd love to hear more about that. And like, what do you think about this? And like, you know, the difference of confidence in terms of speaking and in terms of when you're rushing things out. And like, you can tell that when you're talking to somebody that's not on a date, as I talk as fast as possible right here. But I think like your posture, what you're wearing, the way you're speaking, the way you're thinking, the way you're like deliberating and also asking follow-up questions, these are all really good ways to look more confident and to also feel more confident on a date.